hello, and hello.
What's up? How's everyone doing?
Trust you had a splendid week and by now you have missed us.
I'm sure they did. But hey, we're here now. So get ready to be entertained to some juicy gist.
Controversies.
Tweet fights.
Blame games.
And love stories.
All of that and much more is what you get right here on The Squeeze.
So brace yourself because you're in for a roller coaster ride with us.
That's true. But since we've got a lot to squeeze out for you today, let's get to it right away.
Come on, what happened to introducing ourselves?
Oh, my bad. My name is Seymour.
And my name is Nancy.
Now, with a lot in the news, let's start with Iyanya. You know what they say about getting to the top being easy, but staying there being the hard work? Well, Iyanya is throwing more light on that from the musician and celebrity point of view. Sometime last week, the hitmaker sat down in an interview with Ultima magazine and had a few things to say when asked why some artists find it hard to maintain the process of churning out hit songs. In his response, he highlighted the fact that music is very expensive and most times when artists make some money from a song, they find it hard to put that money back into another song as their next source of income is not guaranteed. He also went ahead to mention that his hit song doesn't translate into being contracted for all kinds of gigs. So, we can therefore not blame the artist for not being able to remain relevant.
Well, from his responses, it seems obvious that Iyanya's underlying message was this: to stay relevant in music, a lot of money is required. And when asked if that was the point he was trying to put across, he answered with a categorical yes. To back up his view, Iyanya shared a personal experience he encountered when he almost missed a show he was booked for in Lagos due to some flight date reservation error.
Whoa.
Though he had a ticket to fly business class from Dubai to Lagos, he had to surrender for an economy class seat if he was to meet up with the Lagos gig. On settling into his seat in the economy cabin, Iyanya said, and I quote, "People around were staring at me like, what am I doing here?" A woman even walked up to me and said, "Iyanya, you're not supposed to be here now. On the other side, you're supposed to be." What came to my mind next was that I can't just decide to fly economy today. It will become gist. I have to work hard, I have to make money to live up to your expectations. It's not like I'm living my life for you, but it's the life I chose, so I have to do it.
Well, like he said, it's the life he chose, and honestly, I don't think I feel sorry for him.
Sorry? No way. Not with all the endorsements and shows he's been blessed with. I mean, I'm sure he's not complaining, but in case he is, hello, Iyanya. Just hand me your life and all the goodies that accompany it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Rubber in Blue.
Always at your service.
So please keep your services to yourself while I get into the news right away. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, still keeping up with the news, Big Brother Africa winner Ultima Limited has revealed that he almost suffered clinical depression. Wow, you say? Well, in a recent interview with Ultima magazine, the model and actor shared the bitter experience he suffered in the hands of those he trusted. According to him, he suffered insolence, treason, sabotage, and wickedness, amongst other things from those he least expected from last year. He also revealed that he was so hurt by the experience that he would have gone into clinical depression if not for the fact that he was spiritually strong with divine premonitions.
Premonitions? Now that sounds like some spooky stuff. What do you think? Anyway, Uti went on to say that the experience has taught him so much about the human heart, himself and his error, and he's much better for it. In his words, he said, "I am stronger, wiser, more comfortable with my skin, more tolerant, gentle, and definitely a lot more closer to God."
Good for him, I guess.
Yep, good for him. Anyway, moving away from the Uti story, comedian Princess has also been speaking to Ultima magazine. In a recent interview with the publication, the comedian blames the media, bloggers especially, for her failed marriage. Now, if you recollect, Princess and her husband broke up this marriage only 7 months into it. In the interview, the comedian revealed that the media put out several untrue stories about her and her ex-spouse, which continued to affect their relationship. And even when they tried to make it work, the press kept writing things they knew nothing about. And in some instances, her ex-husband would ping her to check out another news headline about them. When asked who she put the blame on, she said, and I quote, "The press. particularly the so-called bloggers, many of whom are not credible, kept on writing things that were not even happening at all. That is why I said, now that the marriage has crashed, I hope they are happy.
But as much as she put the blame on the media, she was also quick to acknowledge the fact that not all media personnel were happy at her downfall. In her words, she said, "I know few pressmen who are true to their professional ethics would not be happy with it, but the other ones that are not true to their professional ethics are the ones writing things that do not exist. But they are not God and cannot be more than God."
Aww, she's sure going to make us media personnel feel bad. But I'm sure we're part of the few press people she considers through to their professional ethics.
Of course we are. Anyway, Princess is not the only one blaming the media for a failed relationship. Nigeria's representative at last year's edition of Big Brother Africa, Beverly Osu, also has a score to settle with the media. Last week, Beverly visited the headquarters of Hip Hop World, where she was hosted to a couple of questions. When asked about the status of her relationship with Angelo, whom she had quite a steamy relationship with in the Big Brother house, Beverly said, "We have broken up. Is it not what Nigerians have caused?"
Huh? Nigerians? What did we do?
Well, to further clarify on how Nigerians broke up her relationship, Beverly said, and I quote, "Today, one paper will say Beverly is with one man, the other paper will say Beverly is with another man. I don't know."
Well, just in case you don't know, Beverly is way over Angelo now and has been seen hanging around with another housemate from the BBA house, Bimp, whom she had a thing for when she initially arrived at the house. Anyway, Beverly was in company of Bimp at the Hip Hop World office, and when probed on the likely possibility she was dating Bimp, Beverly responded by saying, "We are close. Everybody knows this right from the house. People think we're dating because he's always in Nigeria, but we are good friends. Can't I have a friend that is a boy?"
Bev, we hear you, sister. We hear you loud and clear.
But do we believe you?
And since Beverly was not willing to come clean with the status of her relationship with Bib, the question was put forward to him, and here is what he had to say. "Bev and I are really close. To be with someone you see 24 hours a day in a house for 3 months and not getting to know the person better is not easy. You'll realize that you have a bond different from friends you have out there. So we're close. I know a lot of people are speculating about us dating, but we are really close."
Wait, were there not more than 15 housemates? Why didn't the bond between him and the other housemates have him visiting their country every time?
Don't mind them. We'll be watching them closely, and when there is enough proof to ascertain their friendship, we'll squeeze it out of them for you all to see.
You bet. Now, someone happened to squeeze out the wrong thing for everyone to see last week. And I'm speaking of Wizkid's manager, Godwin Tom. Apparently, a female fan of his client reached out to Godwin requesting that he helps her send her love to the artist, and added a prayer for God to bless Wizkid and God to bless the team. The fan must have either caught Godwin at the wrong time, or Godwin just decided to act childish about the entire issue, because the music manager simply went ahead to out the fan on Twitter, munching her message and showing it to the world, adding a nasty message to it. The message read, "My new job is to deliver this kind of messages. At events, I'm the photographer, and nobody got time for that."
Did I hear you say wow? Well, that was our reaction too, and the reaction of many others who immediately challenged Godwin for the poor way in which he handled the fan. But the music manager was having none of it, and he fired back at his crucifiers unapologetically. Trust the ever-ready Nigerian audience to not back down, but lash back at the manager, calling him childish, egotistic, and rude, amongst other things. Some commentators even suggested the manager was jealous of his client's success, while some called for Wizkid to give the manager the axe.
Naughty, naughty manager. And we guess someone in his inner circle must have said those same words to Godwin, as he later went on to Twitter to apologize to everyone he offended via his actions, claiming to have apologized to the fan in question too.
Apologizing seems to be the easy way out for all these celebrities. But my question is, why don't they consider the consequences of their action before doing anything?
I tell you. And in my own opinion, I think he should just stick with being a good manager and stop poking fun at the people that celebrate his climbs.
Very correct. And still in the zone of poking fun at one another, popular comedian AY has been found guilty. The comedy entrepreneur is known for putting together short and hilarious video skits that honestly crack the ribs. And just last week, he decided it was time to release a new video skit. Only this time, the skit took a jab at one of Nollywood's top actors. Take a look at some part of the skit, and when we return, I'm sure you'll already have an idea of where we're heading to with this.
Hello. You hold on now. I'm talking to this man on the other line. Must you all be possessed at the same time? You hold on. Not you. Hold on. You hold on. Hello? You want to bring Jimai? Hold you. Do not bring Jimai. Let him go back to TV. Take him back to TV.
Good afternoon, Prophet.
Good afternoon.
Greet the man of God.
Good afternoon, Prophet.
Look at me. Look at me. I see familiar spirit. Tell me, what time is it?
Answer the man of God.
I don't check time when it's bright, because I work in the night.
Shut up your mouth. It's time for your deliverance. You don't even understand spiritual language. Mami mo sọ̀kalẹ̀ wá o. Sọ̀kalẹ̀ kó wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀.
Tempting to touch, tempting to touch. You need a girl to tempting to touch.
Shut up, you stupid mountain.
Limpo papa, limpo papa, limpo papa. Rotate, limpo papa, limpo papa, limpo po. Come here. You spirit of lying.
Yay!
Julia! Spirit of stealing. Julia! Spirit of prostitution.
Why now? Leave me alone now.
Julia!
Yeah! Yeah!
Julia! 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 Oh, you spirit of prostitution. Julia!
So tell me, who do you think could have been offended by that skit? You still have no idea? Well, it's Jim Ike, people. Months ago, a video of Jim Ike being delivered of a demonic spirit at the synagogue church surfaced online, and it raised quite a lot of dust, with a large number of people, including his fellow actors, claiming the actor was paid to act the way he did in the video. But you know us here, we are never biased with our opinions, so we would like you to make your own decisions after watching this. Have a look.
What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? You're too small. I'm not going anywhere. He's too big. He's too big. He loves God too much. God, he's too wealthy. He's too big. If I let him go, where will I go? What do you want to do to him? Destroy him. Huh? I have to destroy him. It's God that has kept my life. I've done everything. I've done everything to destroy him. He keeps blessing him. He's too stubborn. What are the things you intend destroying in him? He will never get married. He will never get married. He can't love anybody. What have you done to his career? I've tried to destroy his career. He keeps rising. I can't breathe. In the name of Jesus, you demon, it's time you go. Out! In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. No, let me just go. Out! In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Let me go. Come out!
Délivrance de ce jeune acteur. C'est la cinématographie nigérienne.
Now, I'm sure you all know by now who AY was taking a swipe at with his comedy skit, and trust me, Jimai did not find the video any bit funny. He wasted no time letting his thought be known by turning to his Twitter page where he called out the comedian, tweeting this: "People cross lines sometimes for relevance. It disappoints even more if it comes from people you deem to have self-respect. Hashtag classless."
Oops, oops, oops. Sad stuff going on there. But you know what? If there were no situations such as this, the news might never be this hot and this spicy.
And so, if you would like to hear some more hot, juicy news, stay with us right here on The Squeeze, because we'll be right back after this break.
Ever call another man a vagabond. River State South. It's new, it's fresh, and you are in control. Send a tweet with your top 3 music video selections. Select, tweet, and watch your favorite music videos on My Twitter playlist. The all-new music video show that plays what you want to watch based on what you tweet. Get your top videos each week on My Twitter playlist on GETTV channel 129.
It's hot, it's fresh, then it's here on What's Hot, the show that gives you the lowdown on all the new hot caller tunes, full music tracks, all the exciting apps and games available each week and every week. Plus, what's trending on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and surprise interviews too. Don't miss What's Hot every week on this station.
Welcome back to The Squeeze, people. We still have loads and loads of juicy gist for you.
And we'll get into it right away. Continuing with the story surrounding Damilola Adegbite, now it has been rumored over and over again that Dami and her Teen Cell co-star Chris Atta have been involved in a relationship for quite a while. But neither of them have openly come out to admit the relationship. But they constantly kept tongues wagging as they showed up at different engagements together, with Chris photos well accounted for on Dami's Instagram page.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is with joy that I announce that those speculations have now been confirmed as true. Just last week, Dami posted a picture of herself and the Ghanaian stud Chris Atta on her Instagram page, and the caption was all the clarification we needed. It read, "I miss you terribly, Nee. Can't wait to be in your arms." Aww, love, love, love. I always get mushy when we talk about love.
In that case, it's time to change the subject. And to help us with that are a new set of photos that made the rounds last week. and they belong to a certain Awal Fashanu. Does that last name ring a bell? Well, if it doesn't to you, then it pleases me to announce that she is a 21-year-old daughter of ex-footballer and one-time host of Nigerian version of Deal or No Deal, John Fashanu. Though her father could easily pass off as a model, Awal got her genes from her mother, who happens to be a Spanish model by the name Marisol Acuna. Needless to say that she and John Fashanu were one time in a relationship, and Awal is based in the UK. She's also a top TV presenter and model. Enjoy more of her captivating pictures. Now, tell me she isn't a stunner.
Oh, she sure is. And still staying with pictures making the rounds, Maven artist The Prince released behind-the-scene photos from the set of his new music video. The artist behind hits such as Goodie Bag and Give It To Me was recently on set to shoot the video for his single Gentleman, which features the Maven boss Don Jazzy and Skelewu maker Davido. Judging from these pictures, it's safe to say we expect something playful and exciting when the video hits our screens. And you know what? When the video drops, we'll be sure to let you know.
Now, saying comedians are hilarious people would be like saying my co-host here is a beauty.
Oh, that's so cute. Thank you.
Please, don't be deceived. It's all psychs. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is comedians are funny, and Bovi is a huge testament to that. The comedian was in the UK sometime last week, and he posted this picture of himself in a lingerie store on his Instagram page. Now, the caption of that picture has been cut off, but if you were to guess what Bovi was doing in a lingerie shop, what would you guess?
Obviously, he must have been trying to get some underwear for his pretty wife.
Well, so I would have guessed too, but we're both wrong.
Really?
Yes. Trust me. Now take a look at what Bovi said he was doing in the store.
Oh my God. Bovi, who goes electronic shopping at a lingerie store?
Well, obviously, Bovi does.
I see that. Anyway, we move on now from one funny issue into a very controversial one. And nothing has stirred up more controversy over the past week than the anti-gay law, which was passed into law just a few weeks ago. Now, just in case you don't know, the law implies that anyone caught practicing any form of homosexuality is liable to 14 years imprisonment. And for anyone who aids or abets such practices, well, that individual is liable to 10 years imprisonment. Now, did I hear you say, wow? Well, you are not alone. Celebrities from different areas of entertainment have also taken stands for or against the law. Amongst those who have found the law appalling is Rugged Man, who took to his Twitter page to blast the government for focusing on such trivial issues such as homosexuality, when basic amenities such as constant electricity, good jobs, and quality education are still very much lacking in the land. Also speaking up was on-air personality Tosin Bucknor, who finds the law pathetic and discriminatory and is even considering relocating away from the country as she's ashamed of the nation. Another on-air personality with the Beat FM, Gbemi Olateru, also disagrees with law and raised one very important flaw with the law. She tweeted, and I quote, "All it takes is for someone to be set up and be accused of being gay, and bam, the person gets jailed for 14 years. Just watch."
Now that's a very important point she's raised there. I mean, if someone steps on your toe, all you have to do is set the person up and straight to jail they go.
Well, I don't think it would be that easy. I just think it would be real inhuman if someone did that to a fellow human being.
Very, very inhuman, I must add. Anyway, as some celebrities are speaking against the law, some are in agreement with the law. And one celebrity who has been very vocal in his support for the anti-gay law is Ali Baba. For most of last week, the pioneer comedian has been on Twitter sharing his strong support for the law, stating that he lives by the principle of God, which says, "Go and multiply." And being gay doesn't fulfill this principle. He also hit out at those standing against the law, suggesting that some of them might be gay and are simply hiding under the umbrella of human rights activists, adding that these activists might even be using the agenda to seek asylum overseas. And as you know, Ali Baba is one of Nigeria's top comedians. He couldn't help but find the humor in all of this. He tweeted, and I quote, "I agree the cost of raising kids is high. School fees is way up the sky. But come on, don't choose the wrong way. Pata pata, use condom." What?
That's very funny. However, it is still one very hotly contested issue. We would like to know your thoughts on the new law. Are you in support or are you against it? Share your opinions on our Twitter platform using the handle @GetTVOfficial, #The Squeeze.
Right about now, we'll head for a break, and when we do return, we'll kick off with the happy gist.
My favorite part. So don't go nowhere. See ya.
Ever call another man a vagabond. River State South. It's new, it's fresh, and you are in control. Send a tweet with your top 3 music video selections. Select, tweet, and watch your favorite music videos on My Twitter playlist. The all-new music video show that plays what you want to watch based on what you tweet. Get your top videos each week on My Twitter playlist on GETTV channel 129.
It's hot, it's fresh, then it's here on What's Hot, the show that gives you the lowdown on all the new hot caller tunes, full music tracks, all the exciting apps and games available each week and every week. Plus, what's trending on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and surprise interviews too. Don't miss What's Hot every week on this station.
And we are back for the last lap of today's episode of The Squeeze.
And this time, we'll be keeping the news happy.
And happiness definitely is what Lupita Nyong'o must be feeling now. The Kenyan-born actress who missed out on an award at the Golden Globe has finally been rewarded for a second time in the interpretation of her role in Steve McQueen's 12 Years a Slave. At the recently concluded Screen Actors Award, Lupita won the award for outstanding performance by a female actor in a supporting role. Earlier in the week, Lupita won the award for Best Supporting Actress at the Film Critics' Choice Award. Now, that's a great feat for someone who just featured in a very first Hollywood flick. You go, girl.
I am so proud of that girl, and I'm happy for her.
And keeping up with the happiness, we want to quickly say a happy birthday to Timi Dakolo, who was a year older on the 20th of January.
And speaking of birthdays, last week on our celebrity birthday shout-out segment, we gave a shout-out to Cobham Sesukwo, who turned 33 on January 6th. But the main celebration did not hold on to sometime last week when close friends and family joined the prolific producer and his wife, Ojuola, at a restaurant in Lekki, Lagos. Amongst those who came out to party include Timi Dakolo, Waje, Banky W, Omaomi, Tosi Martins, Oscar Onyison, and top radio OEPs such as Tools of Beat FM, Tosin Bokno of Top Radio, Wana Udubong of Inspiration FM, and Buki of Classic FM, just to mention a few.
In other news, Cobhams revealed in an interview he had with Sonny Irabo on Inspiration FM that he'll be relocating to the United States of America, where he will continue his music. And we wish him all the best in his endeavors.
Oh, I am sure we all will miss him here. But like you said, we wish him all the best over there.
One artist who has definitely worked with Cobhams and will sure miss him being around is the beautiful and the fierce Omawumi. Now, if you remember, Cobham was responsible for Omawumi's hit song, If You Ask Me, back in 2011, a song which quickly went on to become a national anthem of some sort. But that is not the main gist on Omawumi. Last week, the gorgeous songstress grabbed herself a 2012 ML350 Mercedes. A photo of the car was posted on Instagram by Omawumi's close friend and colleague, Waje, who was super excited for her body. But the look of that caption, the SUV has been named Eleanor. Congrats, Omawumi.
Well, I love cars with sexy pet names. And speaking of Omawumi's body, Waje, it was reported last week that Waje and her boyfriend, who have been going out for almost a year now, decided to call it quit on their relationship. Sources claim that Waje is heartbroken over the issue, and these claims seem to be true, as Waje has been posting a few images on Instagram to suggest her heart is healing. She also expressed her feeling on Twitter, where she posted this.
Is it just me, or are there rhymes in that Twitter post? I mean, look at it. Leave, grieve, disbelieve, relieve. Me? Why do I have a feeling that she's going to make a song out of this whole experience?
Well, you might just be right. And who knows? The song might just go on to become another big hit. And bingo! Waje will be smiling to the bank again and again.
And who would she have to thank but no other person but Mr. Heartbreaker? So Waje, you go girl. Turn your weaknesses into strength.
And a lot of money.
And on the subject of money, a lot of it is sure flowing around in the music industry. So much so that it's actually flowing down to artist managers, music producers, and video directors in large quantity. Proof of that is Sobrekon. Now, I don't expect you all to instantly know who Soso is, but I'm pretty sure you all know the Limpopo King, KC. Well, Soso happens to be KC's music manager. He also happens to be a producer and video director. Well, it happened that Soso decided to step up his automobile game in 2014. And to do so, Jude acquired 2 brand new cars, a 2013 Toyota Avalon and a limited edition 2010 BMW 5 Series. So you see what I mean? The music cash flow is definitely flooding towards all the players. Big congrats, Soso.
And it's still good news galore right here, and this time it's all about Kathy. We all know who Kathy is, the superstar choreographer, dancer, world record holder for the longest danceathon ever, NTN Project Fame West Africa faculty member. Should I go on?
No, it's fine, okay.
Okay then, Kathy is in the news. About 2 weeks ago, the dancer and her husband, popularly known as Papi, gave birth to their second child, a cute baby girl. The joyous mother posted pictures of the baby upon arrival on her Instagram page with the header, "My princess is here." And just last week, the family hosted friends and relatives to the naming ceremony of their daughter, who has been christened Iyanya Ame. Us at the Squeeze wish Iyanya a long and fruitful life ahead.
Oh yes, staying in the celebration mode, Two-Face DB's first son with Sumba Ajaba Ajayi, with whom he has 2 sons recently turned 8 on the 18th of January. The proud father celebrated his son's birthday by giving him a shout out on Instagram. It's obvious from the caption that Two-Face is thinking the exact same thing that we are pondering over here. How time flies. We celebrate with you, Nino Idibia.
And we would definitely not mind if someday the young man decides to follow Daddy's musical footsteps in 3 Last with amazing sound.
Now that would be something to talk about if and when it happens. But there is something to talk about right now. Now this is one juicy gist that truly caught me off guard. Here it goes. Toke Makinwa and Maje Ayida secretly tied the knot.
So unbelievable. I mean, there have been so many rumors and counter rumors regarding the status of Toke and Maje's relationship, which has lasted for about 12 years. And just towards the end of last year, in a supposed interview granted to the Sunday Punch, Toke Makinwa revealed that her relationship with Maje had come to an end, and she even went on to describe the kind of man she wanted, stating that her Mr. Right must be God-fearing and must be a man that understands what she does and must not be selfish in any way. She and Maje even went ahead to delete any picture they had posted of their partners on their Instagram page.
Wow.
So I mean, we didn't think we needed any more proof to believe that they would call it quits.
Well, how wrong could we have been? But much more so, how shocking it must have been when on the evening of Friday, the 18th of January, Linda Ikeji broke the news of Toke's secret wedding to Maje Ayida. Many would have thought it was another rumor, except this time, Linda posted a picture to back it up.
Now that's how you make the news.
Oh, yes.
But we weren't the only ones who were caught napping. Apparently, everyone was. As immediately the news broke out, Toke's friends and colleagues bombarded her phone with calls and messages, wanting to know if they were daydreaming. Fortunately or unfortunately, they were not. Toke, in a tweet, thanked everyone for their prayers, love, and support, praying that everyone will find a reason to celebrate.
Amen. Wow, wow, wow. Toke sure caught everyone off guard.
You can say that again, but I am extremely happy for them. After all they've been put through by the media, I think they deserve the last laugh.
True, and I pray the latter never comes to an end.
Me too, but sadly, we have come to the end of this episode of The Squeeze.
Yup, and we hope you enjoyed every cup of juicy gist we squeezed out for you today.
Don't forget, you can keep in touch with us or send your comments regarding the show, suggestions on how to make the show even better, or just simply say hi.
And to do any of this, simply follow the handle @GetTVOfficial on Twitter and send us a tweet using the hashtag #TheSqueeze.
You can also like our Facebook page on www.facebook.com/GetTVOnline and drop us a line anytime.
So from us here, it's goodbye.
Have a great week ahead and see you next week.
As we go, we leave you with the latest videos that hit the screens this week.
Ciao.
Time is coming, I know that it is nearer. The future is brighter, I know cause it is clearer. Got my dark shades on, so I don't see no hater. Moving forward, so I guess I'll see you later. Bolaji 1, Bolaji 2, Bolaji Omo Dabori. Bolaji 1, Bolaji 2, Bolaji Omo shaking me. Bird on the microphone is my name, so you better get to know. Yeah. Bird on the microphone is my name, oh yeah. So let me do my own, I do your own, yeah. Bolaji 1, Bolaji 2, Bolaji Omo Dabori. Bolaji 1, Bolaji 2, Bolaji Omo shaking me. Bolaji 1, Bolaji 2, Bolaji Omo Dabori. Bolaji 1, Bolaji 2, Bolaji Omo shaking me. Time is coming, I know that it is nearer. The future is brighter, I know cause it is clearer. Got my dark shades on, so I don't see no hater. Moving forward, so I guess I'll see you later. Bolaji 1, Bolaji 2, Bolaji Omo Dabori. Bolaji 1, Bolaji 2, Bolaji Omo shaking me. Bọ́lájí wá, Bọ́lájí tí, Bọ́lájí ọmọ dàpọ̀ rẹ̀. Bọ́lájí wá, Bọ́lájí tí, Bọ́lájí ọmọ ṣẹ́kẹ́ni.
Yeah, man. So, you know, some people ask me, like, but, guy, when's Diaby gonna blow now? All those hands. I'm like, guy, cool off, man. It's coming soon. Ooh, yeah. Diaby in the place. Fast cars, everything. You know what's up?
Yeah, Bọ́lájí wá.
Yeah, Diaby in the building, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Rome wasn't built in a day, you get.
It's Micah E on the beat.
Oi, this one na Sara Sara. The beat is tarantana. You go make you manya manya. Ines is in manya manya. Oh yeah, make you ricotta ricotta, mama Africa ricotta, hey. Make you dance, yeah, 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 yeah. Everybody ricotta ricotta, mama Africa ricotta, hey. Make you dance, yeah, 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 yeah. This one na Sara Sara. The beat is tarantana. You go make you manya manya. Ines is in manya manya. This is for people with chalacha, people with kalaka, yeah, nandi walanya, nandi kalanya. It go make you feel better. This can take away palaba. This can take away wahala. It go make you feel Niger. Oh yeah, let's go to Kenya, Rwanda and Tanzania. Togo, Cameroon, Niger, Ghana, Southern Sudan. Oh yeah, make you ricotta ricotta, mama Africa ricotta, hey. Make you dance, yeah, 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 yeah. Everybody ricotta ricotta, mama Africa ricotta, hey. Make you dance, yeah, 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 yeah. One Sara Sara le, oh Sara Sara le. Make you dance, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh Sara Sara le, mama Africa Sara Sara le. Make you dance, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oi, this one not die, yo. If you dance some easy, make you no fight, oh. Hey, you go forget your sorrow. Makachuku, you go buy and play for your moto. Oh, hey, hey, this one na Sara Sara. The beat is tarantana. You go make you manya manya. Ines is in manya manya. This is for people with chalacha, hey. People with kalaka, hey. Yeah, nandi walanya, hey. Nandi kalanya. It go make you feel better. This can take away palaba. This can take away wahala. It go make you feel Niger. Oh yeah, let's go to Zambia, Uganda, South Africa, Togo, Cameroon, Burundi, also Benin Republic. Hey, oh yeah, make you ricotta ricotta, mama Africa ricotta, hey. Make you dance, yeah, 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 yeah. Everybody ricotta ricotta, mama Africa ricotta, hey. Make you dance, yeah, 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 yeah. One Sara Sara le, oh Sara Sara le. Make you dance, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh Sara Sara le, mama Africa Sara Sara le. Make you dance, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, my name is for Sara Sara le. Fly from mama Sara Sara le. Make you dance, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ukona Sara Sara le, ndi bonine Sara Sara le. Make you dance, yeah, 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 yeah.
A man who has a proof and best of evidence. From prison, Mandela became a president. Mandela is a proof of best intelligence. The only best among the other government. This world of today, it is only in Africa. International crime court to sell it. International crime court to sell it. I wonder why it didn't happen for Asia. I wonder why it didn't happen for Europe. I wonder why it didn't happen for America. I wonder why it didn't happen for UK. Only in Africa. Oh no, 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 no. If you can remember the Soweto massacre, Sharpeville, Hector Peterson, I love Mandela. I wanna be like Madiba. Who is a true leader? Mandela. Who is a statesman? Mandela. And a good example. Mandela. A good example. Mandela. He's not a politician. Mandela. He's always got the vision. Mandela. Deliver our nation. Mandela. Oh no, Mandela. Mandela. A man who has a proof and best of evidence. From prison, Mandela became a president. Mandela is a proof of best intelligence. The only best among the other governments. For Iran, we love Mandela. I say for Syria, we love Mandela. Egypt and Israel, we love Mandela. I say for Russia, we love Mandela. For North Korea, we love Mandela. For Angola, we love Mandela. For Tunisia, we love Mandela. Even for Nigeria, I say Buddhist, and I say Christian, and I say Muslim, all over the world. Mandela is a king. Mandela is the person where Obama wanna be like. He's not a politician, but he's always want to give like. Oh no, Mandela is the way. Mandela, Mandela. Mandela is the way. Mandela is the way. Who is a true leader? Mandela. Who is a statesman? Mandela. A good example. Mandela. A good example. Mandela. He's not a politician. Mandela. He's always got the vision. Mandela. Deliver our nation. Mandela. Mandela, Mandela. I say, who is a true leader? Mandela. A true leader, the best example. Mandela. A true leader. Oh no, Mandela. A statesman. Oh no, Mandela. I love Mandela, Mandela, and I love Mandela, Mandela. No, Mandela. Whenever do they, Mandela. What to bad like me? Martin Luther King, a statesman is not a politician. A statesman is not a politician. Politician just think about election. Politician only think about election. A statesman think about the vision. A statesman think about the people. The statesman talk about tomorrow. Mandela is my king. Oh no. When am I here? Oh no. All the way from Nigeria, we love Mandela. Hey.
Madiba Mandela lifts arms. Duncan Mighty dance to that. Peace and love.
They call me Timmy, son.
Okay. Girl, I be feeling the way you, liking the way you wind up. You got me thinking what I wanna do to you whenever, girl, I wanna take you, girl. Congo below, baby. Oh yeah, the show, my lady. I want you to be my baby, cause baby girl, you did drive me crazy because you become mama. Got me thinking what I wanna say to you, I take you to my mama, cause I've been loving you, tay.
See
Shake out, roll out, move out. Show body logo for me, for me, for me. Shout it logo for me, for me, for me. I've been wanting the girl, she been for me as a girl. She been doing me, taking me places I never. I've been wondering if you are a woman or maybe.
Sakabula, hey, Mr. Songs. Find the music to the ladies. E-money, telling me. So, Otika me, telling me. Oh, yeah, give me the dance, give me the healing. Oh, yeah, give me the love, give me the healing. Oh, yeah, give me the dance, give me the healing. Oh, yeah, give me the love, give me the healing. Tell me, oh yeah, baby, me come to daddy. Oh yeah, now. Let me give you everything you need. You go love me. Oh yeah, smile for me. Hey, do the dance for me. Oh, let me give you everything you need. You go love me. Hey, oh, for you. I love my baby. Oh, and I want you to know that you rock my world, my baby. Oh, tell me. Oh, take on me. See my baby, oh, eh. Every day, every night. Now so your picture, I see my baby, oh, eh. Oh, yeah, give me the dance, give me the healing. Oh, yeah, give me the love, give me the healing. Oh, yeah, give me the dance, give me the healing. See my baby, oh, eh. Every day, every night. That's also your big show, I see my baby, oh, eh.
Still putting on the beat.
Find some music, eh, tell me. Mr. Songs, E-Money, tell me.
want you to know I love you so. Elelele mama. Ima, 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 elelele mama. Bangali.
I dey shiver because you giving me fever. 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 I love you, baby boo. I want nobody but you. You be my life, you be my light. Like you I dey see, like you I want. I love you, oh, I love you, Ima. Ima, you know I want you to be mine.
Ima, oh I love you, Ima. Ima, Iyanya, I want you to be mine.
I want you to know I love you so. Lelelele mama. Ima, Ima, lelelele mama. It's 5-star music. Hey, hey. Ima, hey. Casey. Hey, Limpopo King.